Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is just like a little life update. A lot has happened since obviously I last posted a YouTube video. That reason is because me and my other half and two friends were involved in a car accident. Quite a bad car accident. I'm in a back brace for another 3 weeks. It's been just over a month. I fractured my T11, which is like right in the center of your spine. I had a scan last week and they said everything looks good. Nothing's moved out of place, but I still have to wear this and I can't do any heavy lifting. So yeah, that is the main reason why I haven't uploaded anything. And I'm not allowed back to work for another 3 weeks. All I can do is either lay down or try and sit up for less than an hour in this, and it's so uncomfortable. It goes all the way down here to like below my belly button and then all the way up my back. It's not very comfortable to wear. You've got these two thingies that are holding on like here to your chest so you don't lean forwards or backwards, and then you've got the back that goes all the way up really high and also really low. And one thing that I think all of us came out of the accident with is like really sore tailbones, hence why I can't sit down for more than an hour, otherwise I'm in a lot of pain. I'm sitting on my bed and it's like memory foam, so it's quite comfortable, but I can't sit down for more than an hour. So yes, I think what I just wanted to say on here is that this whole thing that has happened is really like just life-changing. It really is. Like, people just say it because, you know, it's such a crazy thing that's happened, but it really is life-changing because you don't know what could happen. Do you know what I mean? In like a blink of an eye, everything could be gone. And it really does open up your eyes to things, and it's sort of like a reality check. Just for legal reasons, I can't explain every single thing that happened, but I can explain a little bit of it so you understand like where we were going, what we were doing, how it happened, blah blah blah. So me, my other half and two friends, we were on our way to Chichester to get some lunch before we were going to Tully's farm. And on the way to Chichester, we were on a new road. My other half managed to get out of the car straight away, but all of us, I think we blacked out, and I think I woke up and I was like holding my tummy and I was like, oh my god, why does this hurt so much? Like, I literally felt like my tummy had been sliced open and I was literally bleeding. I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like what's happened? But then I was also thinking, right, we need to get out of the car just in case if it explodes. My phone had dropped on the floor. I had to then get my phone to call the ambulance, and then I got all my stuff and we all managed to open our doors and get out. That was one thing we were so grateful for, that we could actually literally open our doors, walk out and go to the side of the road. We all managed to get to the side of the road, and we were so lucky that the police were literally around the corner. They came straight to us. There was 2 witnesses. The paramedics came, the police people came, they got all of our details and stuff. We were probably on the side of the road for 2 to 3 hours and it was freezing. They literally gave us blankets on top of blankets. Everyone else was in a lot of pain. I think I had like a really bad adrenaline rush and I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine, just make sure everybody else is okay. Like, I'm fine here. So I just was sat down. I was probably sat down for 2 hours waiting for them to come and get all my details and stuff, and I was just thinking, please, can we just go to the hospital now? It's freezing, get in the ambulance and go. So my other half was on a board and our other friend's partner was on a board. They went to the ambulance, and me and our friend, we went into, I don't want to say their names, so I'm just trying to process everything and how I can say it. We went into the ambulance together. We didn't need to lay down or anything. I sat down and I was like, oh my god, I think I've broken my back. Like, I'm in so much pain. Why can I not like sit down and it not be painful? And I was just thinking to myself, no, I'm fine. It's just, you know, the shock, it might be whiplash. We get to the hospital and I'm literally like, I need to lay down, I cannot stand up, this is so painful. And I said to the paramedic, please can I have a bed, I'm in a lot of back pain. She went, yeah, no, that's fine. She got a bed and everything. I went into the A&E bit, but in like a cubicle, like with a curtain. And so they came in and stuff, were asking loads of questions like what happened. And I'm someone that doesn't like to take pain medication at all. I'm like, no, I'll be fine, like I don't want to take it. And they kept offering me morphine and stuff like that, and I was like, no, I'm fine, like honestly, it's fine. An hour later I was like, give me the morphine, I need it because I'm in so much pain, this is ridiculous. And it wasn't where I fractured my back, it was my tailbone. I couldn't, it was so bad. And so like the whole first day that we were in there, I was getting up, going to the toilet, coming back down, like fidgeting, still in loads of pain, and I was pretty out of it because I had two, like morphine, it's like liquid and it goes into your mouth. I had 2 of those, I think, throughout that day. Then we were in overnight and my poor dad, bless him, he tried to stay in the whole night, but he was literally sat on a plastic chair for hours on end. And it got to like 1 o'clock in the morning. He was like, Sid, I'm really sorry, I have to go home, I need to sleep, I'll come back tomorrow. So that was fine, but that first night of sleep was horrible. Like the nurses were talking and chatting, and the patients, it was like a massive ward of people laying on beds in the corridors and stuff like that. They were all talking and shouting, and I remember I woke up in a panic and I was like, oh my god, what's just happened? And a nurse had literally screamed and gone, someone help, and I'm like, oh my god, what's happened? And she's not supposed to be touching any of the patients because she had a slip disc, and one of the older people fell over, and it probably was like 5-10 minutes until somebody came to help. It was crazy. And then it came to the next day, and in the morning they came in, checked me, blah blah blah, and they were like, right, you're going to move on to a ward. And I was like, okay, brilliant. They pushed me out and I was in a queue in the corridor waiting to get on a ward, and I was probably awake from 5 o'clock in the morning. Now I've woken up, I cannot get back to sleep, I'm in quite a bit of pain. And when I was out, I then got told, right, you need another CT scan. And I'm thinking, oh my god, I can't eat, I can't drink, I'm starving, like what is going on? 5 o'clock turned to 10 o'clock, I finally managed to get a CT scan. And I don't know if any of you know what a CT scan is, but pretty much it's like you lay down on a bed and like there's this massive like circular thing that goes over you, and it's like a radiation thing. But for you to have that, you also have to have like an injection into your body, and they described it as it's really hot and warm and you feel like you're gonna wee yourself. I was like, okay, that's fine, like I'm sure it won't feel like that, but yeah. So I was just laying there and he was like, right, I'm gonna inject you. I was literally like, oh my god, just get this over with, I want to get home. That was like my only thing was, when can I get home? I just want to get home. I had no idea that I had like a fractured T11, none of that. So then after all of that happened, I was then wheeled out back to the corridor. My sister came and sat with me for a little while, which was so nice, and then my mum and her other half finally came as well. And then finally, probably like 11:30 now, a spinal specialist doctor came over. I don't know if he was a spinal specialist or he was just like to do with the fracture clinic. I think he was to do with the fracture clinic. He was so lovely. Like he was like, oh hi, lovely, like what's your name, what happened, blah blah blah, like all the same questions everyone keeps asking me. And I was just like, blah blah blah. He was like, right, so you have a fractured spine. And I was like, what? I was literally like, I couldn't cry because I was so like, what on earth is going on? Everything was just crazy. And he was like, yeah, you have a fractured spine, we're going to take you onto the ward, you're not allowed to get up at all, you have to lay down, if you need the toilet you're going to have to lay down and wee, and yeah, just don't move. And I'm there like, I've been getting up, going to the toilet, I've been fidgeting, I've been getting up and stuff like this, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got a fractured spine, like what? And I remember after that happened, I was then put on a ward, and my other half was on the ward next to me, and they wheeled him in and he came inside, and I had like a little private room, which was really nice. and he came and sat down, and I hadn't slept, bearing in mind I've been up since 5, it's probably now 1-2 o'clock in the evening. I've just got on the ward, my other half comes over, and we hadn't seen each other since the car accident. It's been like one whole day. And he came through, and I was just like, oh my god, are you okay? And apparently he'd been asking all the nurses, like, is she okay, like blah blah blah. And then like this lady, like when we were in the emergency room, came over and was like, do you want to send a message to your other half? And I was like, yeah, just tell him I love him. And she was saying, I've got a little love note for you. And it was just it was just so sweet. And then I held onto his hand, I just fell asleep, I was out. And then he had to leave back to his ward because he had a scan. And then I could eat and drink and all of that. I then got told I have to have this, and this is my new best friend. So this is a back brace. 2 physio people came in, they were so lovely. My mum had to help me put it on because I couldn't do it myself. Now I can, because I can get up out of bed, put it on myself, take it off, get back into bed. Basically, this is my lovely friend that I have to wear for the next 3 more weeks, I think. Maybe longer, hopefully not longer, because I cannot deal with this anymore. It's so uncomfortable. And one main thing that I didn't actually explain was when the car accident happened, I was holding onto my tummy, and I was like, okay, why is my tummy hurting so much? Like, I feel like I've been cut inside out. And the paramedics came over and was like, look, we need to have a look. You're gonna have to just like scooch your trousers down as far as you can so we can have a look. I had the biggest bruise all the way around, hip to hip, like just one big bruise, and then I had cuts like on my hips. I will insert a photo if I can, and it's not showing too much, but I was just like, oh, that is why I've been in so much pain. That's why I thought I was being cut open, because I've still got like a very like dark line across my tummy. I really hope it goes away because it isn't nice at all. I also had like I've still got it actually, hold on. I've got like I don't know what I did with my leg, but I obviously kicked something and I scraped my shin. I had a bruise like across my chest here from the seatbelt. Yeah, pretty traumatic. And then it was finally like 5 in the evening, I got this on, and they're like, you're discharged, you can go. I was like, right mum, let's go. She's like, stop. I was like, what? I just want to go home. She was like, you cannot pick anything up, you need to stop. I was like, okay, but I just want to get out if I want to go home. So my mum was like carrying all these bags. We went round and said goodbye to my other half, and then we went. Now, bearing in mind I was in the ambulance, but you can't see anything out of the ambulance. So I'm now in a car after the car accident, and oh my god, it was so scary. Like we were on the dual carriageway, and mum was doing 57. I was like, you need to slow down, and I was literally crying. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Now this is the thing, is after a car accident, you then have to get in a car to go home. And it's like, this is like not what you want after a car accident. You just want to get home. And you don't think about those things, like how you're gonna get home and stuff like that after you've just been in a car accident. So then it hit me, and I was like, oh my god, like I've got PTSD. Like, this is crazy. All the cars are like being knobs. They were just like overtaking, like speeding and all of that. And mum's like, I'm literally going 57, which is nearly 60. Like, why are they getting so impatient? But yeah, I finally got home and I just relaxed. I had so many visitors, and like from work I got loads of cards and presents, which was so nice. But yeah, that is sort of the backstory to it. I don't know how much I can leave in. I might have to cut some stuff out just because of legal reasons. Like, a lot of the stuff hasn't been settled and stuff like that. So yeah, and just be safe on the roads, because there is some crazy drivers out there. There's some crazy people out there that just don't care sometimes. So just please be so aware on the roads. Make sure everyone is safe. Like, I just can't believe we actually came out alive. Like, the crash is crazy. If you want to see like a picture, I've put a picture on my TikTok of the car accident. My TikTok, I think, is Sydney Moore. You can go over there and have a look if you want to. I won't be putting any images on here, but yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy. I just couldn't believe that we were in it. I literally came out, I was home, and I was like, oh my god, we were in a car accident literally 2 days ago. How are we all okay and alive and here? Like, it was nuts. And it really, like, not just for us, like, it was so eye-opening, but for family members, they were like, when we were driving home from the hospital, we were like so aware on the road. Like, it just opens up everybody's eyes to the road. Like, you just don't think, you never think, oh, that's gonna happen to me. You never think that, and then it does, and you're like, oh my god. And you know what's really sad is that everyone will know at least 1 or 2 people that have been in a car accident, and that is so sad. Like, it's so sad. But the world is a very strange place. But that is it for this video. I don't think there's anything that I've missed or anything. I think that's sort of it for the story time. Thanks for watching. Bye.